Good evening, everyone. Shoresh is celebrating 13 years. It's been 13 years of spinning webs of connective fibers like mushroom mycelium mats, weaving together people, earth, and spirit. It's been 13 years of bringing a Jewish lens to what it means to be in balanced and reciprocal relationship with the land and its peoples. It's been 13 years of exploring and embodying our ancestral traditions. It's been 13 years of intention and energy and such sweetness, which we saw hints of in tonight's candle lighting ceremony. For me, tonight's celebration is of Shoresh's first 13 years, and it's also a moment of personal release. For the last 13 years, my journey as a human, as an educator, a grower, a collaborator, my journey has been enmeshed with Shoresh's. And in a few short weeks, I will be transitioning from my role as executive director to radically supportive community member. So tonight, I want to offer a Dvar Torah, some words of learning about what Shoresh has taught me and about the gifts that I'll be carrying with me as I move on to what comes next. Oftentimes, reflection is a mental exercise, thinking back on the past. For me, this process has actually been very embodied because this summer, for the 8th time in Shoresh's 13-year history, we have moved office spaces. And with awareness of this upcoming transition, I approached this move with the kavanah, the intention of only passing forward what will be helpful to the staff team, and at the same time creating space so that the Shoresh team will have room to make things their own. So I've been going through boxes, many boxes, 13 years of boxes, and I have been purging. And tonight, I just want to share a few of the treasures that I have discovered in this great purge, because each reflects something amazing about this organization and a lesson that I have learned from my time at Shoresh. In our great office purging, I have found countless mason jars filled with seeds, dried leaves, nests. I have found boxes of animal skulls and containers simply labeled nature mysteries. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel writes of living life with radical amazement. Working at Shoresh, I've witnessed through our programs how an experience of awe and appreciation can ripple outwards. I've seen how curiosity can lead to connection, how connection can lead to love, and how love can inspire responsibility. Wonder, I've learned, is the seed that grows environmental advocates and activists. Going through our boxes, I have also found many documents titled Ultimate Good Idea List. In 13 years, we have done a lot, more than I ever thought possible. And there is a lot that we didn't do. Things that never made it onto strategic plans or onto Gantt charts because we didn't have the necessary resources. In Pirkei Avot, the ethics of our elders, we read the powerful Jewish maxim, you are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to desist from it. For me, Shoresh's ultimate good idea lists are an acknowledgement of our limits. We can't do everything. And they are a testament to our commitment to not lose sight of the work that can and must be done. As I leave, I am handing over a very long ultimate good idea list, some of which will happen, some of which won't, and some of which I might take with me. Over the last few weeks, I have also uncovered multiple boxes and folders labeled smiley things. They are filled with cards, notes, pictures, all expressions of gratitude from our partners, volunteers, participants, and staff. Each item is a small piece of the beautiful network of people who have loved us, cheered for us, and supported us over the last 13 years. I'm proud that at Shoresh, we're really good at sharing gratitude, and hopefully some of you have cards and notes from us in your own Smiley Things folders. And Shoresh has taught me the importance of receiving the gratitude of others. In a world where the needs are so big and urgent and the imbalances are so great, it's important to hold tight to the things that can energize, inspire, and give us hope. On the theme of gratitude, looking back on the last 13 years, my heart is so full. There are so many moments that have nourished me, that have formed me, really. Whether it was pulling carrots out of the ground and hearing a chorus of 5-year-olds breathe out, or harvesting honey into the middle of the night, or saying a bracha, a blessing upon trying pawpaws for the very first time, grown on trees that we planted 11 years ago at Bela Farm. Each memory is a gift. I'm grateful to all of the people, plants, and pollinators who have made those moments. And I wish that I had 3 hours to share gratitude for everyone who has guided and inspired me. One person that I will name, Sabrina, has been my partner in this work since the beginning. She is in every ridiculous and awesome and meaningful moment of the last 13 years. Sabs, I am so grateful to have had the blessing of working every day, doing the holiest of work with you as a true mentor and sister. Thank you. This past Rosh Hashanah marked the start of the Shemitah, or sabbatical year. During the Shemitah year, there are a number of agricultural and economic releases that we are commanded to observe in biblical Israel. Shemitah, with all its releases, teaches us not to hold too tightly. It teaches us that there is a time for holding things close, and there's also a time for giving space. I see Shemitah as a giant trust exercise. It's about trusting in our Creator, trusting in the earth, trusting in our community, and trusting in enoughness, that we will have what we need. So in moving on from the role that has defined me for the last 13 years, I am accepting this invitation to release, and I am doing the soul stretching work of trusting that this release will lead to growth and grounding and goodness, both for me and for Shoresh. And it's easy to trust in the goodness that will come to Shoresh when I know that the organization is in such good, loving hands. Ali and Tiferet, Shoresh's new co-directors, bring an unbelievable array of experiences and gifts to their new roles. And Sabrina will anchor Shoresh in the best of what we've created these last 13 years. With the support of Shoresh's staff, board of directors, volunteers, and all of the people who make up the Shoresh Mishpacha, the Shoresh family, I know that the organization will continue to do transformative work, offering meaningful opportunities for deep nature connection, community building, environmental stewardship, all rooted in Jewish wisdom and values. I believe in Shoresh's mission to lead, inspire, and empower our community to be Shomrei Adama, protectors of the earth. I believed in this mission when we started 13 years ago, and I continue to believe that Shoresh's nature-based Jewish programs are deeply meaningful, relevant, and necessary, more so now than ever before. I might be stepping back, but I am definitely not stepping away. You'll still see me and my family frolicking in fields and forests of Shoresh programs for years to come. If you happen to have a jar of Bela's Bees raw honey sitting beside you, I invite you to join me in a toast. Our honeybees at Bela Farm gather nectar all season long and store it in the form of honey. This is how they pass the abundance and sweetness of the fields forward in time. So may the sweetnesses and blessings that Shoresh has merited these last 13 years be passed forward and continue to nourish the organization and all those connected, God willing, for the next 13 years and beyond. L'chaim. Spoonful of honey. It is now my deep deep honor to introduce Ali and Tiferet, Shoresh's new co-directors, to share a little bit about themselves and the gifts that they are bringing to this exciting moment. Thank you.